My name is Gail Bolton. I'm from Israel, and there is a slide for that. We have a VP of sales that is always we have a slide for that for every question that we ask him. So it's an internal joke. Let's see. So I have to be special. That's why I'm presenting my presentation for my laptop, because I want to share with you, depends on some demo and some live things as well. Screen. No screen. Okay. So I will tell about myself, and then you will see the slides, okay? And there are pictures, so it's nice. As I said, my name is Gail Bolton. I'm 46 years old. It's all in the slide. I'm from Israel. I'm married with 3 kids and a dog. Yes, there is a picture there for that. You have to visualize it. Matt, 16 and a half years old, pees in the living room. Good thing that we are living in Israel, there is no carpets, only floors, so it's not that bad. What else in the slide? I really love to help people grow, helping them from going to point A to point B. Hopefully point B is better. That's why I think CS is a calling for me, and I'm in the right place at the right time. And my profession is my hobby. No, it's not true, but it's one of my hobbies. And you can see the screen. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, so there is a slide. So I'm the head of CS in ControlUp. ControlUp is a software company. Surprise, surprise. The target audience is IT teams from first tier to last tier. And the last is usually third. And we help those IT teams provide better digital experience to the end users, which is us. So we monitor every digital resource that the company provides their employees. If it's SaaS, virtual desktops, physical laptops, everything, and we help them provide you guys better digital experience. What I do in ControlUp, I'm the head of customer success operations, and we'll talk about that. I lead a team of 3. We are 3 people, and we by ourselves managing the long tail. So all, we heard about high touch here and high touch there. I'm all about the no touch or digital touch. So we service more than 1,200 customers, just the 3 of us. And we use data-driven data in order to be very, very specific on the call to actions that we want our customers to do. So know your customer is very, very important, because let's say our champions are IT managers, and they are always so busy because they need to turn off fires that we create as users, right? They need to have migration or upgrade or whatever. They're always busy, and that bandwidth that they have for us, if it's a mental bandwidth that we also need to factor in, or it's actually time, is very, very limited. And when we talk about the long tail or the low touch, the cost of getting in to the partnership and the cost of getting out of the partnership is very low. So the challenge is, how can we provide value in a way that factors in these limitations? And I really went off the reservation, because without a slide deck, and there is no slide deck, So I'm going to run the slide deck. Okay, so I created, this is very typical of me. When I need to choose between one or the other, I say, why not both? So I created 2 sessions for today. Okay, and I want your help to decide which one, because I have time only for one. So which one we will go through. So show of hands, everybody. How many are here working in a company that has more than 10 CSMs? Okay, that's it. Come on. Okay, no, that's okay. How many, if I remember correctly the questions, how many has CS Ops? Okay. Okay, so I know which I'm going to. Tony, I'm sorry. The third question is, do you use dedicated CS platforms? Any tool? Okay. So why do you need me? There is a last question. I don't remember. And I don't have my computer, so that's wonderful. Okay, so I will tell you what 2 sessions I was going for. So one, if the audience here was just in the beginning, so being the first, second, or third CSM, so basically figure out what that means in your organization. I had that experience, okay? I've been in customer-facing roles for 15 years, and more than once I was the first CSM. So I prepared a session on that, where to start, because it's very overwhelming, and many times we find we need to fight misconceptions of what is CSM what is CS all about and what it means to be CSM. But this audience has grown out of this. So what I'm going to talk about is about technology. Now, there was a slide that shows that I won the Customer Success Excellence Award that was here in June in London for best use of technology. So I'm very passionate about, that's the word that I was looking for. I was very passionate about using technology. And remember when I said, if I have to choose between one or second, why don't go for both? You will see it with the technologies that I'm using. So hopefully this will work. And if not, I will do my best. How am I doing so far? Okay, if this will work, I will show you exactly what I'm doing. So that is the only thing that I wanted to show you. What is the digital experience that control of customers are experiencing, let's say. So I'm very passionate about technology. I think that the theme of today was, how can we do more with less or more with the same? Or basically, how can we show our value to management? And everything that was told today, I have my own take, but it's all true. What they're saying, you know, what Rav said, what everybody said, it's true. We need, as CSM, to prove ourselves. We need to track. We need the data. And if there is no data, we need to collect it manually. So if reviews in let's say, Gartner or G2 sites that we bring, we need to log that. We need to make sure that those reviews that bring new customers in, it's because of our work. CSQLs or success qualified leads, we need to make sure and not be lazy that we use the data and we have in our CRM or in our CS platform a way to log that we did this reference, we did the referral, and we are contributing to the bottom line. because our company as well changed the KPIs and the way we measure to be revenue first. So if it didn't happen to you guys, it's going to happen. And use data and make it as easy as possible to log for your teams so you can track it, because data is everything. Especially when you go with technology, and let's see if it's working now. No. So let's see. I asked the questions. Okay, I want to talk about, I forgot about that. Okay. Any questions so far? Yes?
You mentioned tools for productivity, and what tools do you use with
technology? Okay. Excel, PowerPoint, laptops. No, so tools. So first of all, the tools that I'm using, and there is a number of ways to do a tech touch. So that's a slide that I missed. So what is tech touch? Why we need it? So I'm guessing everybody knows what tech touch is, or you need the definition. By the way, do you think you can incorporate tech touch with high touch? Okay, so doing more with less or doing more with the same is incorporating tech touch with high touch. That means that sometimes the high touch is saying the right message at the right time. And if we are too busy and missing the right time, it's very nice that somebody or something else tells that call to action. So remember my champions, very, very busy guys, have no time for you. And when they have 5 minutes and they don't want to exercise any brain cells at all. So that's my champions, at least it's a low tech. It's a low touch. So what I'm using, the technology that I'm using, it's data-driven. That means that we take the CRM data, we take the usage data, and we play around. We understand what they're using, what they're not using, and provide them a very specific, clear call to action that shouldn't take them more than 5 minutes. And they get a cast, which I really want to show you guys, that says them, click here. Okay, this is why you need to do this. Click here, and then they go to their own personal hub. So personal hubs are big, and more CS platforms are thinking of having those. Personal hubs are good for high touch, and they're good for low touch. We are using it for low touch or no touch, and basically there they can find the how. So we tell them, you need to do this action in an email, so to speak. A very fancy email, I have to say. But in an email, they click because they want to click, because I have that mentality and that power. No, I wish I had. No, but they click the why. They understand why they need to do it. They click and they go to the hub and they see the how they do it. And then the next day we see the data change on our back end. We see that they have completed the task that we want, and we say to them, congratulations, you did it. So we try to gamify it, and we try to do that. So hopefully I will be able to show you guys this. What do you say? No. Okay. So. Okay, that goes, okay. So let's improvise. Let's have a discussion. Who wants to share with me what they are doing? Because what I'm doing just went out the door.
Can I ask for an example? Is it possible to give an example? If you know when you said you see some data and you want to tell them to do a thing, and then you say congratulations for doing the thing. Is there any kind of like?
Yeah, it's more very based on my product.
Yeah.
Okay. So our product, why we are good in selling it, or at least keeping our customers, is that imagine you are an IT admin. You have multiple software that you use, right? You have this software that takes care of this, and this software that takes care of that. And in our product, you can just connect all the softwares, and instead of them going to there and that and there, they just go to our product and see everything. And they have a 360 view on the digital experience of an employee, or a general, the Salesforce, the Salesforce performance across, 500, 700, you name it, users is good, or there is latency, or whatever. Okay, so in order for them to get that value, they need to connect those technologies into our technologies. So one call to action, hey, you should connect this technology, VMware, okay, for you, who knows? I don't know the level of IT. How many are in the IT industry here? So that I can name drop. So VMware, Citrix, Horizon, Azure, okay, AWS. So all those we can connect to our platform, and basically they can see, instead of going to VMware admin portal, they see all the information it's us. So we know what they have, or we ask them to tell us what they have, and we know what they connected. So if we call to them and say to them, listen, if you connect your hypervisors, you will get the host data. And I'm saying this on purpose because you don't understand what I'm saying. But basically, you get this value. Okay. Now click here. It will take you 5 minutes to do that. And then they see the instructions with video snippets and really, really spoon feed them in a way that they need to exercise one brain cell. And they appreciate it because the next days they get, kudos, you did it. So did I answer the question?
Yeah.
So the way that we do digital touch, or basically data-driven touch, is that we refresh the data every day based on once a day. Let's not carry it away that more than once. Once a day we refresh the data and we know exactly what happened yesterday, and we can reflect it to them. And when you do reflect it to them, we can say, we can gamify it. And my next year is to get budget, which it will be very, very difficult. Okay. So I have the PowerPoint. Let's see. Just a second. Higher intelligence. That's my topic for today. I have to be difficult, I told you guys.
Yeah, I'll give you a question just to fill some time.
Thank you.
Particularly interested in your role, how you identify which tools or tech was most useful, most valuable to you, most quickly. I'm going into a new role which is potentially, I'm going to have maybe Salesforce, but aside from the CS management platform, what comes next? And also, secondary to that, I guess the process that you've gone through to select, to identify the need, the process to proof of value, proof of concept, through to implementation and time to value. Just a little bit of...
Yeah. So vendor shopping, good question. And I have experience. So first of all, the first thing that I did is open up my chakras. Basically, I answered every stupid email that I got and every LinkedIn approach that SDRs are bombarding us. And now I have like 50% of my emails are junk, and I stop. That's enough. But basically, open up and say yes. It's a good exercise. You will get opportunities and vendors that you never heard before. And the two vendors that I actually are using is CastUp and Ever After are startups, very young startups. And go wild with startups because they need you not because of your money, they need you because of the experience that you provide them, because of the feedback, and you can be a design partner, and it's fun to be a design partner. So if they have the right, let's say, compliance, SOC 2, whatever cybersecurity needs to get a vendor into the door, that's great. They're usually very cheap, consider the competition, because they are young, and they really want your impact, so you can really leverage their experience. So when you shop for vendors, I'm not just looking on the technology that they're going to give me. I'm looking at the people that are selling it to me. And how can I leverage their experience and learn from them, and sometimes offload some of the things that I need to do to them, because they will be very happy to do it for you. Also, to be a CSM in a startup, and a very young startup, is also very, very fun, because it's a different take than when you are a startup and you have like 5 customers or 6 customers. As a CSM, nobody looks at the revenue. The revenue is not relevant. What is relevant is the value that you can take, and you can learn so much about how to design a product and how to understand your customers. But that's really sidetracking. So I promised you my kids. So this is my wife and kids and dog, 16 years old. You can see the white hair. Okay. Told you that I want some stuff, so I did. Control Up, we talked about it, so wanted to show you something. And Merry Christmas. CS operations, I missed that slide. So just a definition very quickly, what does CS operation does? Who wants to answer that question? I guess me. Okay, so we are very data-driven. We do data analysis and data utilization. So we don't just track how we're doing, but we're also thinking of how we can use the data in order to drive value. And I talked about that. Another thing that we do is processes. We design processes. We don't do it by ourselves. We actually service the team leaders if it's for high touch or medium touch. But for low touch, we do whatever we want because it's just us. But we design processes, so we're very process-oriented, right? Tooling, that's the next one. I knew. I guessed right. So tooling. What tools do we use? Okay, how we drive efficiency, how to do more with less or do more with the same. I really like that. So how can we drive efficiency with tools? How we can perfect and make sure that our CSMs are focusing on what drives revenue instead of administration work on collecting data to prepare for QBRs. Does that sound familiar? Okay. And the last but not least, okay, if we do the processes and we do the tooling, we should also enable the CSMs because we wrote the program, right? So that's usually what CS Ops is all about. And this is true for sales operations. This is true for support operations. Any operations kind of thing, it's this, basically. And these questions I ask, what the first one? Data-driven. Okay. How many do have some sort of tech touch? Data-driven playbooks. Yeah, I know you have. Okay. So tech touch, what it is, why it is, when it is, how it is. Did I answer this? I don't remember. Because I have 5 minutes and I really want to open up. Okay, so technologies. Okay, there are many technologies. Okay, and there is no right answer or one answer to answer. everything works for you or it doesn't work for you. So I'm not going to recommend, but there are tools for different objectives, right? Okay, what did I say? So, Tech Touch. This is about how we can actually deliver Tech Touch to our customers. So, in-app is very big. Okay, I know Churn Zero has some in-app capabilities. Okay, there is a Churn Zero guy here. That's why. Emails. Who has in-app? Just for me. Who has in-app engagement? Good. Very good. Emails. Who engage with their customers in emails? What is the open rate? Okay. Yeah, I killed it. Now it's me. No, just a second. Here you go. Customer Hub, that's my favorite. And hopefully I will be able to show you guys. And community. So I really love communities. And it can be, there are platforms, community platforms that can actually be driven by data. And you can have playbooks in the community, which is awesome. You can have closed groups in communities. And basically, you can leverage your customer base to answer some of the questions to your other customers. So community provides you scalability in a way that you didn't imagine because it has its lives of its own. Hopefully, I said it correctly. Life of its own. Basically, it's many to many. And customers happy to hear from us, but they love to hear from other customers. Do you relate to that? So we have a community in ControlUp. I don't own community in ControlUp. Short demo. I will try, really try to run it from here. Let's see if my IT team will let me run not from my computer, because this is not my computer. We have 2 minutes. I have to kill it? So question. Sorry? Okay. I have 2 minutes and I have no time, right? So questions? And no demo? So show the demo or don't show the demo? Show the demo. I will show you cast up. That's the easiest. How do I show it? Okay, I have to log in. Just a second. Where's the coordinator? It will take me too long. No. It's not my computer. I don't feel comfortable. Sorry. I don't feel comfortable in logging into my... Okay.
Do you segment? Do you segment based on sort of who the user is? Like, do you identify what their role is and how you deliver success to them?
That is the plan for 2023. Okay, so yes, persona-based targeting is important. It's actually refining the message to the persona. So you won't send the same content to a decision maker versus a power user versus a manager. Okay, so that's my aim for next year, to have, like, I call it a QBR in a box. So basically, people, I don't know what about you, but my customers doesn't have a lot of time to meet me. So cadence calls, they don't really, if I can provide them value in a way that they can absorb it asynchronically or basically on their time and not on my time, they would prefer that. So I call it a QBR in a box. Basically, we send them a cast up and go to cast.app and see what I am talking about. But basically, I can drive the data that I want, how many triggers, how many users, how many that, how many money we saved you. I can condense this in 2 minutes. And all they need to do is just click whenever they want. So persona-based, yes, definitely. This is the next step. And basically, imagine you get an email invitation for a webinar. Do you get any email invitation from your vendors for a webinar? Who gets email invitation? How many of you click to register, how many of those vendors you need to click in your name and your email and your company name? How annoying is that? Okay, basically you send me the email. Don't you know that I'm the person? Why do I need to answer these questions again? So the expectations from our customers changed and shift. Instead of privacy shit and how you know, privacy stuff and how you know who am I and what, the expectation is completely the other way around now. You host my stuff, you host my data, you should know who I am and you should tell me how I can do better. That's the expectation now, and persona base is the next step for us. Good question. I'm over, so only if Alex can give another question, I will be happy. I really love the stage, as you met. And I hope you enjoyed, and yeah. Oh, just a second. One last second. I pray, where is the PowerPoint? Okay, so, oh, it's not the right version. There was a QR code with my LinkedIn. So my name is Yair Boltinger, and I'm the only Yair Boltinger in LinkedIn. So it's very easy to find me. Yeah, I just added. So Alex sent me an email yesterday and said, can I get it in a PowerPoint? And I said, okay, I was on the bus. So it was wrong one. Okay, last questions? Oh, no, I'm off.